The regime of Vladimir Putin is committed to the neo-imperialist ideology of the Russian world, which the Kremlin has turned into a tool for promoting war. The hierarchy of the Moscow Patriarchate of the Russian Orthodox Church, including Patriarch Kyrill, defends the ideology of the Russian world, declaring the war against Ukraine and the satanic West the holy war of all Russians, calling on Orthodox believers to sacrifice themselves for the sake of their country. From the text of the resolution of the Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe, quoted by the publication Novaya Gazeta Europe.
At the same time, Patriarch Kyrill was accused of encroachment on Ukraine's sovereignty. Sanctions were introduced against the head of the Russian Orthodox Church. He was banned from entering European countries, and lease agreements began to be broken with the structures of the Moscow Church. Thus, the Tallinn Mayor's office sent a notice to the management of the Estonian Orthodox Church of the Moscow Patriarchate of termination of the lease of a building in the city center.
Next in line is the termination of the lease of 6 more Tallinn buildings in which churches of the Estonian Orthodox Church of the Moscow Patriarchate are located. The church pays either a nominal fee for rent or uses the building for free. Today, the EOC MP has 39 parishes in Estonia, which are cared for by 3 bishops and about 60 clergy. The publication Novaya Gazeta Europe writes:
The toughening up against the Russian Orthodox Church is related to the order of the World Russian People's Council adopted on March 27, 2024, which supposedly proclaims a holy war against Ukraine and declares the global aggressive goals of the so-called Russian world.
Firstly, they proclaimed no more no less a holy war. That is, they called the aggression, the war against Ukraine, sacred, which keeps from the Kiev regime and the West behind it, which had fallen into Satanism. On the lands of the Southwest, that is, on the lands of Rus in general, all lands are theirs, all of them, and only Western Satanists together with the Kiev regime interfere. And again, this triune, all this nonsense, yet another call for genocide. In general, of course, genocide is a crime of crimes, and it is committed by this Gundaev gang.
Gundaev himself has already responded to the ban on entry into European countries. He said that sanctions did not scare him.
Is the Patriarch now prohibited from traveling abroad? As if they could scare me with this. Patriarch Kyrill, Bishop of the Russian Orthodox Church, the Moscow Times Telegram channel quotes:
Previously, the Patriarch stated that the Russians who left the war are sinners and must return with repentance. The Russian Orthodox Church directly works for the Kremlin regime and does not hide it. Thus, the head of the Synodal Department for Interaction with the Armed Forces of Russia and law enforcement agencies, Metropolitan Kyrill of Stavropol and Nevinnomysk, said that in order to cover the needs of the personnel of the Russian army, 1,300 priests were needed. The issue of shortages would be resolved jointly with the Russian Ministry of Defense, with which the Russian Orthodox Church is, as they say, in close contact. Reported by Halina Babenko, Yulia Hranovska, UATV News.